All right, back at you with the second seat of the day. This is just a little mini bike seat off of a Coleman CT200 and the one without suspension. But pretty simple. You know, it's just held on with a bunch of staples. And I like to get underneath there with just a tiny little flat blade screwdriver. And you know, if they stick in there too bad, like they're hard to pull out, I use a pair of side cutters. Don't clip it, but you just gotta grab onto it and use it to pull it out. But just go along. Get all the staples out. Most of them pull out, but then sometimes you're left with just those little stragglers. All right. Alright, the foam looks like it's in pretty decent shape. Now, one thing I like to do, if you can, is actually glue the seat foam to the pan. Kind of prevents it from sliding around on you. Set back in there. All right. This will work. So the nice thing about this stuff is it already comes with a pre-backing on it. So if you've got a little bit of, you know, bad edges or, you know, whatever on yours. And the cool part about it is it's already got kind of a line, you know, where all the diamonds are. You can kind of use those to help you, you know, keep everything straightened up. But basically, I mean, you just got to kind of position it and figure out, okay, it's going to fold over about like that. Okay. And then like this side here, that needs to go. That's a little too far. And it's okay, if you go too far over in, that's no problem. Because, you know, you can always just snip it off there. I think I'm going to go back just a hair. Okay. So then we know about how much material we need this way. So then what we can do is just take a measurement on your thickest part. Well, on this seat, because it's kind of at an angle, at your thickest part here, which is about 6.5 inches. So, and again, you know, you don't want to go too short. Too big is okay, because you can always, you know, clip it back. But if I do that, I can put that mark right about there. This one, eyeballing it so we can cut it right about there. Okay. That side. Like I said, it's nice. I just kind of find, you know, it's right in the center of this diamond, you know, so I can just right in the center of this diamond. I like this diamond stitch. This is a small one. I think they're the 2 inch or 2 inch by 3 inch or 3 inch diamonds. All right. Now, kind of go back here again. Trying to center everything up. That's good. Further forward. That looks good. That looks good. Just try to line everything up, just keep everything straight. I kind of like to, so I know, because once we put the glue on, this is going to make our lives a little easier if we just put a mark on there, kind of, so you can line it back up again. And then that. All right, sorry about that. Battery died, and one of the best parts of the day, getting motorcycle parts. Love it. Even though you know what you're getting, it's like Christmas. Let's see what Santa Claus brought me. Great packaging, guys. Well, a really, really rough side cover for the, well, it's not super rough, but it's rough enough. Side cover, which I don't know if you can see in the picture, but for the Rebel 250 build, which is going to be on the way. But once I know the camera kind of quit, I got the glue on the backing here. Just make sure it's, you know, good and pressed down, you know, nice and secured on there. All right. And kind of the same thing like a regular seat that you would do. There's a couple basic things is you always want to do, you know, it's luckily that these corners are kind of nice and kind of got a little bit bigger round, but you want to pull this center in and, you know, get it nice and tight, and everything's kind of, you know, nice and straight and lined up. You don't want to be pulling real left or real right when you do this. Make sure it's, you know, nice and straight and tight. And then, boom. That's all you need. And then, same here. It's good and tight, nice and straight. Okay. Same goes here. Okay. Now it's up to you on which way, if you were doing those diamonds, which way you want the diamonds going. I kind of like having them go this way, the long point, you know, going this way. But whichever way you feels good. Now as far as this goes, now you can kind of work your way, you know, towards the corners a little bit. But you don't want to get too close to the corner. And I'll show you that here in a sec. Now we can go a little bit more on that. The reason why, because see, now the problem is, you know, we got these big corner flappies, you know what I mean? And you can't just fold it, or you don't want to just fold it over like that. What you want to do is, yeah, you definitely want to tuck in that corner. And you would actually pull it this way. But look, see how bulky and all the material that's in here. And let's see here. Okay, that's a little better. So you already know about how much you're going to take off because you've got your staples in here, so you can kind of cut along that line. Again, don't cut too much, just kind of cut enough as you're doing each one. Now, when you have a rounded corner like this, see how I'm doing it here? I don't know if I can show it here. So you're kind of left with this little pointy piece. What you want to do is grab from the center, pull that up, and what we're going to do is then pull this in and pull this in, and you're left with a really nice corner. Okay, so it's not that tough. You know, but we'll do it like that. You kind of want to fold that over. Now if you want, oh, those staples aren't long enough, are they? I ran out of my other staples. We're making do with what we've got here. Kind of dumb because I did just go to the hardware store. So, you know, there's a couple of different ways to do your corners. That's kind of how I like to do them. You know, you could just, obviously it's bulky. You could do a single corner like that, but when you're reupholstering, like let's say a dining room chair or whatever, this is the way it looks. You know, and I think it looks a little bit nicer. You know, but basically that's it. You know, just you know, like I said, I like to trim off. You know, come down here and trim off a little bit of that excess. So pull in the corner. Fold in this corner. Sorry about that. Usually this gun doesn't use up much juice, but so just kind of make sure, you know, you got a real nice pleat in it when you're folding it over. And see? Starting to look nice. You know, nothing too crazy, nothing too special, but starting to look nice. There's a nice feel to it. So I'm just going to kind of keep plugging along here, and we'll bring you back when we're done. Be liberal with your staples. Not bad. A little bunching right there, but show you the good side. Not bad. Now this, like I said, for the Coleman CT200. Now we haven't quite figured out exactly what I'm going to do with this bike just yet, but I do know it's going to need a seat. And since we're doing seats today, I think that'll look pretty snazzy when it's all said and done. So, alright guys, well, make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I said, we're just doing some seats today. And just trying to knock out some upholstery, you know, some little tidbits, and yeah, lots of cool content coming your guys' way. Yeah, this wintertime we're going to be building another one of the trikes, and which is my custom trike that I make. And oh yeah, forgot about it. We're putting a Kawasaki 500 Ninja engine in a quad. We put a CB450 engine in a TRX 450 that was just, it was clapped. And somebody had just destroyed it. And I picked it up for basically $50. And so we're going to be putting that engine in this wintertime, stuff like that. We've still got the CB750 that's coming up here very soon. And of course, you can maybe see some of those engine parts sitting over here. We've got the Honda Rebel 250 that I just picked up for, traded a guy a shotgun for it. And it's going to be a pretty cool build. You know, it's a little small, but it's, somebody had already started building it, and we're just going to kind of finish it. That's the same thing that happened to that CB750. Somebody was trying to turn it into a cafe bike and never finished it. We're turning it into a full-on rigid chopper. All the parts are waiting. We're just waiting for some room. Got to get rid of a couple of projects, and we're going to start tearing it apart. You know, well, it's already torn apart, but we're going to start cleaning it up, prepping it, doing some final welds, and getting it ready for powder coat. Put it in the oven, and then we can put it back together, which is the fun part. Go take it for a ride. So thanks for watching, guys, and that's it. See you in a little bit.